Hi, my name's Mike and I make videos of my allotment and the occasional woodworking project. It's a short video this week, not due to a lack of progress, but mainly due to work continuing on making the rat-proof fence for the polytunnel, continuing with the batch sowing of the broad beans. I'm of the school that believes the length of a YouTube video is what conveys the information. Padding out can be counterproductive. And the following clips being a record of the progress made this month. Here we see growth held back by the hard frost, cold weather, and then the sudden spurt on when we started getting spring-like days. I'm on with my batch of sowing broad beans and now have planted out 4 batches. The rats have left what has been planted alone until this week. One plant has been chopped off at the knees, dug up and eaten, or has it? Or was it a rat on a recon mission? Rats are opportunists, so I set a trap baited with peanut butter. This is a trick I learnt from the London pest control team, that rats will do anything for peanut butter. If the rat returns, it will go straight for the butter. If alone on a recce, then there will be butter in the pan. If more than one, i.e. on a forage, the butter will be gone. Butter gone, but there should be a dead rat. That meant the rat escaped, and was there one or was there more than one? I must recharge the trap and reset it. Something I must show you is the effect that peanut butter has on rats. It's their cocaine. This jar of peanut butter was left out accidentally, not on purpose, and next morning I found that the rats had attacked it and chewed their way into the top of the plastic cap. That shows the power that the rats need their fix. Some of my fellow plot holders use rat poison, but I don't believe in that. I leave the rats out on the ground and I wait for the crows to come and remove them, and the presence of the crows is also a deterrent for the rats. They will not come where they see crows. Now to the polyvent frames. These were assembled last week, and the task this week was giving them a protective, or should I say protective coats of paint, which is 1 priming coat, 2 undercoats, 1 gloss, which actually became 2 gloss because it wasn't covering. So that was a total of 5 coats, and there was 4 frames and each had 2 sides, so there's 12 hours drying time, so that gives us 480 hours, and let's say half an hour to paint per side, which is another 4 hours, giving me a total of 48 hours worth of work. So let's say that's 21 days. The paint was touch dry within an hour, therefore with a bit of time management all were completed and decorated within the week. Now the standard of painting is not of the best, but protection is the issue, not the decoration. We had some brilliant weather this week, idyllic spring types of days. Not all week, just some isolated days, which I spent on the plot. It was so nice I recorded my introduction for this upload, which unfortunately I had to discard as the wind and glider towing aircraft spoilt my recording. When the thermals are rising, so are the gliders, but one thing I managed was the first cut of the grass on my lawns.
And there you can see the vents to the polytunnel.
So took delivery of my mini greenhouse cover, which I put on. I had difficulty in obtaining this. It was getting the right size. The one I actually got was still too big, but it'll do. The intention was to use it for my batch sowing of broad beans, but as you can see from this batch 5, they've put on a spurt and should be planted out, which I promptly did. This brings me to the close of this week's video. I hope you've enjoyed it, but before I go, I'd just like to say that this is the final batch of Aqua Dulce, which was sown on the 19th of February. It's the 24th, so that's exactly 5 days. They're just starting to come through on there, but you can see roots have already started to show and appearing on there. Next week I'll be sowing the autumn harvesting broad beans, which should give me the continuity. I've also sown a batch of cauliflower, so we've got 8 there, and we can just see them still just peeking through. Again, they were sown at the same time, and we'll keep on with that. I won't be putting the mini greenhouse into the polytunnel as yet. I will try and finish one side of the polytunnel with the rat-proof vents, and then I'll move stuff across and do the other side. So there's a bit of work to go there yet. So these, when they get to a certain size, will go into the mini greenhouse there. So I hope you've enjoyed this edition. A thumbs up will be nice if you did. If you've not already done so, could you please subscribe, and to be informed of any new uploads I make, will you please press the bell. And it just leaves me to say, take care of yourself, look after yourself, and hopefully see you next week. Bye.